Practice the hard parts of doing a form 1 major scale in fourths, which I think I talked about before in the other fourths video. Here, and we're just going to do them at sort of fast tempos to get them under our fingers and get that automaticity that is required if you're going to use these structures in improvisation. So it's not enough when you practice these patterns. Obviously it's good to do them at slower tempos, but sections of this scale are very easy to nail fast, whereas some of them technically, actually there's a lot of technical acrobatics you have to do to get that. So that section's easy, bar, 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 but here, that is a little bit of a technical thing, because you got a bar with pinky here, then two separate fingers, then bar again. So it's like bar, separate, bar, separate, bar, separate, and that's what makes it sort of challenging. And then up here, this is hard. That's why we do this segment. So those, you see how much harder that is to do fast, and that's why we're going to do it. We're going to train that automaticity, that automatic instinct that you're going to need if you try to improvise with this stuff. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do it at about 80 beats per minute and 16th notes. So we'll do 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and just hop in whenever you can. If you fall off, just hop back in whenever you can. Alright. Let's do... doing that one first. That is Sol, Do, La, Re, Ti, Mi, Do, Fi, Re, Sol, and then back. Here we go. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a Go-E and a... Oops, I'm off the metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. Sorry, whoops. Here we go again and a go. Couple mess ups there. So obviously the challenge of exercises like that partly is a concentration thing. It's a strength, endurance, concentration thing. You're working on all these things at once. Don't neglect fast practice like that. Don't neglect repetitive cyclic practice. It's very important in music. I think some people think like learning an instrument should somehow be like reading a book or something, like, oh, I just go from the left to the right and I get through it all and I'm better at the end. It's not quite like that. It's not so linear. You're going to find these sort of epicycles in practicing that you need to address because there's no other way to get good at these patterns. Here's a new one. And I slowed it down to 72 beats per minute for this one because I'm not as good at this one. La, re, ti, mi, do, fi, so, re, sol, mi, la. That's that one, and then back. Here we go. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Okay, well, good enough. I hope you got some good repetitions in. Do it on your own, obviously. The scale in fourths, just navigating the reason, anything in fourths, any pattern you've got in fourths, make sure to really focus on the automaticity of that, the fastness of it, because getting in and out of half and partial bars, especially with pinky and stuff, is hard. So practice getting in and out of that. You know, especially, so that is hard there. But you know, this one, again, going from this bar to this bar, you're going to run into that when you do stuff in fourths, so practice it. Alright, see you next time.